All right, you can start.
Let me show you. Oh, good. Oh, excellent. Okay. Good morning. Can anybody hear me? Hello. Can
Yeah,
anybody hear me?
we can hear you, bro. Right on.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, folks. Yesterday was 5G wireless and I spoke. So let me run you through on the global content. I, I, okay, the table of contents. I'll run you through on what 5G is and then show you the evolution of how 5G came to be, what makes 5G different, and what is 5G capable of, the pros and cons of 5G technology, and then I'll show you on how it benefits us. First, I would like to let you know what 5G or what the word G means with the number, with the numeric. G actually means generation. And before we got 5G, we had the first G, the second G, third G, the fourth G, and then we are on the fifth G. Let me let you know what 5G is. 5G is the fifth generation of cellular network, up to 100 times faster than 4G. 5G is creating never before seen opportunity for people and business. Faster connectivity speed, ultra low latency, and greater bandwidth in advancing society, transforming industries and dramatically enhancing day-to-day experiences. Services that we used to see as futuristic, just as e-health, connected vehicles, traffic systems, and advanced mobile cloud gaming have arrived. With 5G technology, we can help create a smarter, safer, and more sustainable future. Um, that's basically what 5G is all about. 5G is just enhancement of technology, and its speed is just alarming. Let me run you through on the evolution. As I proceed, I don't know if anyone can hear me.
Yes, we
Hello?
can.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, okay. I just don't feel like I'm talking to myself. All right. 5G evolution. With this diagram here, it shows, although it's not that clear enough, but it shows from the first generation, which came up 1950, which was entirely mobile voice call, and then uh, second G, which is the second generation, came up, emerged 1990, mobile voice calls and SMS. You see how the changes transcend from mobile voice calls to mobile voice calls and SMS. So Every generation comes with new features. And then in 2000, 4G, which is the 3G, the third generation, came up with mobile web browsing from just mobile voice calls to mobile voice calls and SMS. And then it's evolved into mobile web browser, which gives us the access to the internet and having a control of it. When we thought 4G was all and all, then 4G emerged in 2010. Mobile video consumption and high data speed, changing from just these three to something bigger. And now 5G is here with with enhancements to technology experience and drive digitalization of industry. So let me just run through on what 5G actually is. So 5G have changed a lot since the first generation of mobile technology. The first generation era was defined by briefcase size phones and short conversation between a relatively small number of professional people. We can date back to when we're using box phones when that were no mobile. So things change from one generation to another generation, making life easy for everyone. In the lead up to secondary, the demand for mobile services grew and never slowed down. And then phones that could fit in your pocket, SMS and mobile internet access were hallmark on the third generation, like I showed on this diagram. There. Now, fourth G came, we have smartphones, app stores, and YouTube, now making it accessible, like making us access the internet and have the control of it. 5G came in just not too long, 2 years back, and we can see that it's completely reshaping both our professional and personal lives by enabling new use cases like connective vehicles, augmented reality, and enhanced video and gaming. So let us read on let me show you more on how. All right, so let me show you how what makes 5G actually different. You see, just like the diagram shows here, it shows a light here, meaning that 5G surpasses a lot of things. This light shows our ideas on things, making it easy for us to, just like if you have a light in your house, you are able to like access things without putting your legs on anything and you can reach out to anything. So 5G makes 5G different. Let me show you. Let me run you through on this. 5G runs on same radio frequencies that are currently being used for your smartphone on Wi-Fi networks and in satellite communication. But it enables technology to go a lot further. Okay? Beyond being able to download a full length HD movie to your phone in seconds, even from a crowded stadium. 5G is really about connecting things everywhere. Rarely, rarely be without lag. It doesn't lag at all. It just works smoothly. But now your money go chop am. So people can measure, understand, and manage things in real time. This has enormous potential, and together we will take it to the next level. Are you curious to know more about technology and what it means to you? Follow this in this, explaining the difference between 4G. So let me show you what 5G is capable of. 5G will do much more than significantly improve your network connection. It improves new opportunities, enabling us to deliver groundbreaking solutions that reach across society. Imagine billions of connected devices gathering and sharing information in real time to reduce road accidents or life-saving applications that can save lives thanks to lag-free guaranteed connection or production lines so predictive that can prevent interruptions well before they occur. There is no need to imagine. We are making it happen with 5G. Continuation of what 5G is capable of. So as you can see in this diagram, it advances society. 5G opens cutting edge ways of improving safety and sustainability. Smarter electricity grid for greatly reduced carbon emissions. More connected people sharing data to prevent food pollution. Faster deployment of emergency services to accidents. Connected sensor that can detect and warn of natural disaster early. Drones becoming a key tool to accelerate and support emergency situation response. Remote expertise with specialist looking consulting, diagnosing patients elsewhere. And running through to the next slide, which is also the continuation of what 5G is capable of. Transforming industry. Here we see an engineer here running through his notepad. It's making his work. This this network actually will make things so easy without having to worry about a lot. 5G is the foundation of flexible, efficient, and responsible business. Production lines autonomously reacting to supply and demand. Digital replicas that can warn about three machinery faults ahead of time. Logistics network autonomously routing goods based on real world conditions. Full traceability down to the individual item as well as ports. Remote access to powerful robots and vehicles for improved safety in risky environments. Increased use of IoT in agriculture to efficiently grow crops. On the next slide, which is the continuation as well, it shows the elevating experiences we get while using 5G, I believe. Sorry. 5G sets the stage for more immersive entertainment and more engaging education. Greater realism in VR, and extended reality XR with lighter devices, delivering sensory experience like touch through device, more engaging method of teaching through immersive content, immersive virtual methods, boost, boost remote team productivity, stable and reliable connectivity in crowded spaces, new angles and interaction for live and remote events spectacles. Um, so that's basically what 5G. I just have to break it down to this columns, this slides, showing how it transforms industry, elevating experiences, and then advancing society. So I have to move down to the next one, which also is part of um, what 5G is capable of, and it's also the concentration of what it is. So speed. that we do, but speed with accuracy. So 5G is just like the definition of what speed is, or like speed is the definition of what 5G. So with 5G, speeds will range from 50 megabits to over 1000 megabits. The fastest 5G speed will be in the wave bands and can reach 4 gigabits with carrier aggregation and MIMO. Sub 6 GHz 5G mid-band by the most common we usually deliver between 100 and 1000 MB. But we have a much further reach than wave, especially outdoor C-bands with these emitters will be deployed by various US operators in travel. CS band has been planned to be deployed by Verizon and AT&T in early January 2019, but was delayed due to safety concerns raised by the Federal Aviation Administration. The low band spectrum offers the greatest range, thereby greater coverage greater coverage area for a given site, but its speeds are lower than the mid and high band. Okay, let me run you through the pros and cons of wireless 5G wireless network. Whatever that, whatever invention that comes up, will surely have advantages and disadvantages. So 5G seems to be like the savior of all generations, although there are more generations to come, more and more generations to come, but as it stands now, 5G seems to be like the savior of all of them. But yeah, so 5G advantages, as I highlight here, is basically the high speed. It has very high speed. 5G was faster on mobile phones and other devices when compared with 5G and 5G Lite, 4G and 4G Lite. It allows users to download movies, videos, and music in seconds as opposed to minutes. The network has 20 Gbps, enabling organizations to use the same service such as automation, advanced web conferencing, etc. A recent survey says that the consumers will use 5G save nearly 20. Sorry, a recent survey says that consumers will use 5G nearly 23 hours per day in the downloading process. Low latency. 5G has low latency when compared to 4G that will support new applications such as AI, LOT, and virtual reality efficiency. Not only that, it enables mobile users to open a web page and browse. Come out. Not only that, it enables mobile phone users to open a web page and browse things without any address. Another thing is that it gives way to access the internet anytime when you're looking for some important information. That's the increased capacity. That's the added advantage. 5G has the capacity to deliver out to 100 times more capacity than 4G. It allows companies to switch between cellular and Wi-Fi wireless strategies that will help a lot of experience better performance. Apart from that, it provides more methods to access the internet high efficiency. More on the um, advantages of 5G. It has more bandwidth, powering innovation, and less power congestion. On the more bandwidth, one of the main advantages of 5G is that it increases more bandwidth that will help transfer the data as soon as possible. Furthermore, mobile phone users can ensure a faster connection with more bandwidth after choosing the 5G network. Empowering innovation. 5G technology is perfect choice for connecting with a whole range of different devices, including drone and sensors. It's this great power that adopts it gives the power the adoption of LOC, allowing industry to enhance their productivity and other things. Lower tower, less tower congestion. 4G cellular network often gets congested, which will result in various problems while accessing important data. On the other hand, 5G network allows users to avoid them due to better speed and more bandwidth. Now we are on the cons, the disadvantages of 5G wireless network. So on the disadvantages, it shows here the limited global coverage, increased broadcast distance, upload speed, and yeah, it continues further with this and more disadvantages. Um, it has weakened device battery, as in it weakens device batteries and cyber security, lack of execution early in the connection process. So let me run you through on um, the disadvantages first. Limited global coverage. The main disadvantage of 5G is that it has limited global coverage and it is available only in specific locations. Only cities that can only cities can benefit a lot from 5G network and remote areas may not get the coverage of it for some years. Moreover, the for expense for setting towards stations are high when compared to other networks. Decrease decrease broadcast distance. Although 5G works fast at high speed, it won't travel as far when compared to 4G. Moreover, poor building and trees may block the frequency of 5G network that will result in various problems. Therefore, it requires more towers for coverage that is time consuming and expensive. Rain can also cause problems to 5G coverage that needs more protection. Upload speed. 5G technology allow mobile phone users to ensure high download speed. On the other hand, the upload speed are not over 100 Mbps when compared to 4G. Furthermore, mobile phones need better battery technology by using a 5G connection. Many phone users say that they experience more heat on their device while running 5G. Weakening device battery. Phones that use a 5G connection results in a high battery drain that reduces the lifespan of the large extent to a large extent. Hence, manufacturers need to invest in new battery technologies to protect the battery from damage and other problems. Cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is one of the drawbacks of 5G because it will result in hacking. The expansion in the bandwidth enables criminals to steal the database with speed. Moreover, it uses software that leads to vulnerable attacks as 5G connects to small devices with chances of attacks are very high. Hence, companies and businesses should protect their infrastructure with security operation center that result in additional expense. Lack of execution early in the connection process. 5G lags encryption and hackers can plan their attacks with more precision that will affect the companies with the largest more bandwidth with strained current security monitoring and network require sorry, I rushed that. More bandwidth with strained current security monitoring and the network requires security measures to protect cyber threats. Consumers Consumer education is necessary to enhance security efficiently. On the other hand, efforts are being taken to improve the security along with the initial rollout of 5G, keeping all LOT devices updated and with security patch, which will overcome will help overcome help overcome the problem with optimal results. Not only that, 5G users should follow some other measures to minimize unwanted problems. Now on the conclusion, we've seen the advantages and disadvantages of 5G. Although it seems to be like the savior of other um, generation, but he has his own shortcomings. So that's basically what um, 5G is all about. So I'll run you through on what 5G is on this conclusion. 5G is not only important because it has the potential to support billions of devices at ultra fast speed, but also because it has the potential to transform the lives of people around the world. Improvements in 5G technology that help make life better. So that leads to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time. So, so I would like to know if you have any questions. Does
I
anyone
have a
have any questions?
question. No, I have questions, sir.
Okay.
I have a question. Okay, I have two
Okay,
questions.
sir.
Okay. First, we know that there's GSM came in
Yeah.
first and was using the Edge. It was using
No,
Edge.
before GSM, was big box for like landline or
Yeah,
GSM.
no, that was 1G. That was 1G. Then the 2G is the GSM that uses Edge.
Yes,
Then the
yes,
3G uses the CDMA and the WCDMA, which is a code division multiple access now. Then the 4G uses light. But 5G,
yes.
so on what frequency or what is 5G using? For since they said it is more, yeah, it's faster, we know, but they said it is more harmful to human or plant. So can you explain that technology? That's question one. Secondly, do you see 5G going making way for long, sustaining it because of its frequency that it is harmful to living things? Do you think 5G is something to always accept? Do you think people should embrace 5G? That's You talked about the advantage and disadvantage being a savior, but do you think with the little knowledge you have that people should embrace 5G? We know it's fast, but are you saying people should embrace 5G? If yes, why?
Okay. My own idea. I feel 5G is beneficial, although it has its own shortcomings, which I like it on the um, battery consumptions and um, and then Um, on the battery consumption, yes, just like I said in the disadvantages, because it shows that 5G has a very it runs on a very ultra fast speed, which definitely it has to run on a very strong battery. Meaning that companies that for device producers or makers, manufacturers should like enhance on their battery life span, which will enable 5G work efficiently. 5G is actually a very good generation, yes, because sometimes when you are downloading things on 4G, it takes like forever. Like when you're downloading stuff on your PC, your computer, it takes a long time before it downloads. But with 5G, it runs very fast. But it runs on your money as well because it consumes a lot too. So for a very fast production, 5G is better. But when it comes to life, I don't know. I don't think it has any effect on life, whether it affects life. But when it comes
Oh,
to devices, it affects the devices. And that's why improvement needs to be taken.
okay. Sorry, that means you didn't get. If it affects devices, so sorry, everybody that I'm taking it. If it affects devices, the devices you use, will it not affect human being? I'm coming. That's the question here. You know that you cannot plug your phone as a technician, as an IT person. You know you're not supposed to plug your phone and use the phone to make phone call at the same time. You know the reason is the power ICs, the ICs that they carry, transmit a wave which is 2.6 gigahertz, lesser than a microwave. The microwave you use in warming your food is less. The transmission of those little microns is bigger than that of the microwave you use in cooking. If you don't
Yes,
know, now
I know.
if the transmission you get from your phone when charging it, you remember your socket, some of them are 200 volts. Then they give you something and call it charger to reduce the volt. Something is coming into your phone. Now that current brings in a kind of ray, um, an infrared ray. This ray that comes, which comes in form of tiny heat, if it is harmful, that they said it can cause cancer now, if you are scared of that, which is just ordinary 3G, 4G. I am talking about if it can even affect the battery of a phone. You are suggesting that they increase the lifespan of a battery. That means you are suggesting that we increase the charging of the battery and at the same time increase the usage of the battery because the battery will run down or use it. So the more of the heat that is coming, that's what I'm asking you, it will generate more heat apart from the fact that it has enough frequency of heat that is going to distribute while using it, it will still generate more heat. That's what I'm asking as a technician, not talk about the downloading. That's the advantage you said. But have we checked that, okay, this will bring more heat to people? Can it be more harmful? It's just like how you'll be told not to do radio scan twice in a year. You cannot do scan. They advise you not to go for scanning like this normal infrared ray. If somebody put it on you, it doesn't affect you. You don't know. They just scan you and tell you, okay, go. This is your scan result. It doesn't affect you. And yet, you know you can't do it twice in a month, in a year, or in a month. So how about 5G that, yes, is that fast? It's even more faster, but we don't know. So are you saying that it doesn't have problem, or you're saying it's okay? That's just where I'm trying to say. Do you think if it can affect devices, it cannot affect human beings?
With what you said, I can deduce that it's harmful, but still on the that's why it's like it's on the disadvantages and it's where it needs improvement for it to be used without any of these problems. Um, Mobile producers, manufacturers need to like enhance the way their mobile phones should go out
Uh,
so that
good.
they can be used easily when the mobile phones to be used easily when you input 5G in it.
Yeah, good morning. Can I add something?
Okay.
Yeah, so concerning the question the last guy asked, I was Google searching. Then there's this quote I came about. It says currently there is no solid evidence that 5G causes negative health effects in humans or animals. Most researchers have studied EMFs in general and found mixed results. So basically, it's just that it's like some people are saying, oh, it's not bad. So as at now, we don't know for sure the negative effect it has. People are just saying it might cause this, it might cause this. There's no, because ideally, I don't think it's going to be so harmful, and yet they'll roll it out. They'll probably have to find a solution before bringing something like that out, because people will not accept it if it's going to cause harm to their bodies. Thank you.
I don't think people will not accept it actually. Even if it's going to cost some, I feel people will still use it as long as it's serving the purpose they want to use it for and it's fast. So don't say you don't know how people operate. I'm
Are you
actually
sure?
serious.
If someone tells me
And not all
personally,
people
from a
are.
personal point of view, if someone tells me if you keep using this thing, you are going to have cancer at the end, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use it. And it's
Why
going
do you
to
think
affect,
people are still charging phone beside their head when they know the effect of it or
well,
their body?
because
For Adam.
most people don't do that.
How do you
What
know?
I'm
Have
trying,
you carried
what
out
I'm
the
trying to
research?
say, the point is this. If you are going to give out a product and 90 people will originally buy it, by the time a news comes out and says, oh, this thing is bad, blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying everybody is going to automatically stop, but that 90 is going to reduce to 45. Some people, half of the population is going to stop doing that because some people like themselves more than others. So if 5G is bad, it's going to affect sales. Not everybody is going to accept it. That is the point. I'm not saying it is going to affect how they make their sales or operation. Something.
Okay.
Oh,
Good thing, Susha.
thank you. Thank you everybody for coming. Time don't reach. More they go. Bye bye.